Echo, Taos, and Atrex, all $15 off. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details. This is the sale you've all been waiting for, so get down to Brown's Shoe Fit on 66th and Q.
Are you tired of your usual barbershop experience? Stop into Scissors and Scotch today. I know what you're thinking. Drink during a haircut? Don't worry. First comes the precision cut from one of their experienced barbers, followed by your complimentary cocktail in their upscale lounge. Scissors and Scotch blends your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. And now you can earn $10 off by simply mentioning the ticket. And if you're an existing member, still mention the ticket for an exclusive offer. Offer valid at Lincoln location only. Scissors and Scotch, located just south of 30th and Yankee Hill, and online at lincoln.scissorscotch.com.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Salt Mine City is your go-to brewery in the Haymarket for craft beers and great food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their Big Fatty 7-ounce hamburger or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. And don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 11 a.m. Friday through Sunday at 8th and R. Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
All right, welcome to Bock The Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday, October the 9th, 2025. Nebraska is traveling to College Park, Maryland today for Saturday game at 2:30 on the Big Ten Network. Bock, how are you doing today?
Oh, not too bad. Definitely a little bit more excited. Every day we get closer to Husker football. The next chapter going to be a big one against the Maryland Terrapins. So I'm looking forward to it. Plus, today we got some jerky in studio, so I'm always looking forward to Thursday for that.
Yes, sir. Bock Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska is the area's best choice for small batch gourmet jerky. At Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska, everything they make is done entirely in the store. It's not mass produced, but certainly handcrafted every time. There are two places you can go to get some Smoking Gun jerkies for yourself. You can stop by the store at 443 North 48th Street, or you can go online at smokingjerky.com and use code word Farley or Bock.
That's right.
At 93.7 The Ticket. So it's Smoking Gun Jerky Thursday, Bock, and I'm just going to tell you the three we got so far. We got buttery steakhouse beef jerky.
Ooh, that's
Hold the butter, said no one ever. Wicked Mary beef jerky, Bloody Mary's favorite jerky.
Oh, interesting.
And probably one of the good ones we're going to see, garlic parmesan beef jerky.
Oh, yeah.
This might sound cheesy, but it's great.
That sounds pretty good. I'm looking forward to those ones. Bloody Mary jerky, or what do they call it? Something Mary jerky. That's good, yeah.
Wicked Mary.
Wicked
Mary.
Right.
We're going to try those out when we come back at the top of the hour. Right now, we're going to get into some college football Nebraska talk. Bock, I was reading an article. Seems like Matt Rule probably threw some shade on James Franklin. One of the articles it was talking about, this is what Franklin said right here after the game. He said, we did not handle last week's loss well. We also lost some players in the game during the week. Then everything else, travel, everything else did not come out with the right energy at the start of the game. That's my responsibility. I think Matt Rule came out the other day and he said some stuff. He said, let me find out what he said. He said, here's Matt Rule. He said, the number one thing, we don't complain about it. Matt Rule said when asked about what he and his team are doing to get ready for the challenging road game, 1,200 miles away from where they played all season. And even if he didn't mean to take a shot at Franklin, it's hard to think of the Nittany Lions loss to unranked UCLA last week. When he said that, that's a little motivation probably if they take it the right way. If you think about it.
Well, maybe I don't see that too much as a shot unless you're looking at if you're from the Penn State angle and you're looking for any reason to kind of get upset. Again, this is something a lot of these teams are doing now. Michigan's going out to the West Coast a day early to get to that USC. Nebraska doing the same. Going out to Maryland. There was teams struggled jumping, especially multiple time zones, but any time zone in the Big Ten last year. They're doing better now this year, and it looks like there's just adapting to travel time can be part of that, which is crazy. You would think a lot of times you just one way or the other you get there, but it's all about kind of the preparation and the focus that you put into that can have an effect on these guys. And I would have to think Penn State maybe just never woke up against UCLA, maybe didn't respect the opponent enough. Again, I don't know how much that has to do with travel. Maybe that's coaching staff as well. But I almost, you got to feel like Oregon. That's the old scenario of where don't let Oregon beat you twice. I think they let that loss kind of linger around, and that's what James Franklin said.
Well, here's the thing about Penn State. I mean, they're going to regroup or they're going to fall. And knowing James Franklin, this is probably a good time to regroup. When you talk about Penn State, rich tradition, they've been in the playoffs probably the last couple of years, not losing when you expect to win the national title, probably like we did in 96. And we failed every expectation that it was to fail because, as a team effort. Penn State's I don't think they're in trouble, Bach. I just think they need to turn it up. Sure, they lost. How many games they lost? Two.
They lost 2 in a row now.
So,
3 and 2.
I don't think they can afford to go 8-4, 7-5. I really don't think James Franklin can afford to go that route. But I think he rallied his troop because, and then you hear the other talk about Matt Rule's names comes up as a candidate for the Penn State job. I don't think Penn State has a reason to get rid of James Franklin. You're talking about a guy who's gotten you to the playoffs, who's won the Big Ten, who, the only thing you're missing is a national championship, and it's another 100 and something schools that miss it every year, Bach. So, they're still in great hands with me, as I feel. But, you need to get over that hump, and that starts in recruiting better receivers. I mean, they don't have receivers. You depended on Tyler Warren so much last year that you probably thought that tight end you had this year was going to probably do a rerun of what he did, but this is not the case right now. I mean, your running game is non-existent. Your quarterback is having a down year. Your defensive coordinator is not the guy you expected him to be when you got him from Ohio State. Just two totally different teams, I'm guessing Jim knows this too because he doesn't have the same athletes as Ohio State did at Penn State.
Yeah, I mean I get it, and again it's. I mean, today the full talk is around Bill Belichick in North Carolina, but for the most part, it has been a lot of talk around James Franklin and losing that game. I still kind of go back to, if you lose to Northwestern this week, then it looks like things are still, pretty disastrous and heading the wrong direction for Penn State. That still wouldn't tell me to fire James Franklin. Again, he's had some up and down seasons, mostly up, a few of them down. He's already shown he could kind of rebound from those. Try to get the right, group and personnel in there. And again, his story has been up until this UCLA game, which is part of what made it so shocking, was that they beat everybody they're supposed to beat. For the most part, are losing those games to the top 5 of teams in college football. Like you said, okay, get in line. But and that's what made that UCLA game so shocking. But again, I think there's a lot of people that look back at Nebraska as a good example as why not to get rid of James Franklin, and they do so in saying, well, look. Nebraska's fired 2 9-win coaches and never got back to that, specifically Solich, right? They were probably a top 15, 20 program when Solich left and have not been that, since, outside of a few years under Bo Pelini, trying to reach that next goal, not to give up the conference to Texas and Oklahoma, right? Those were the words of Steve Peterson. On Penn State side, it's kind of, hey, at some point you got to get over this Ohio State, Michigan, now Oregon hump. And so I get that expectation. I think the better comparison for James Franklin, even through Nebraska terms, is look at the great one, Tom Osborne, the GOAT. 22 years of getting close. And Nebraska stuck by him. There were times when it didn't look like that was always going to be the case. There were times when there was frustrations. And that's kind of what James Franklin, I think, is going through right now over there at Penn State. But like Tom Osborne, James Franklin has been a top 10 coach throughout his tenure at Penn State. Maybe not top 5, maybe not pushing into top 4, but perhaps if you wait long enough and the right recipe comes around, his time will come. They thought that was going to be this year. That's where this frustration is piling up. But again, too, I mean, we build these absolute monsters in the offseason, and Penn State was built to be that. Drew Aller, hey, he's the only returning quarterback in the Big Ten we know. That must mean he must be the best. And if he's one of the best in the Big Ten, he's got to be one of the best in the nation. I don't know if anything on tape necessarily showed that he was going to be that guy, other than the fact that there weren't a whole lot of other guys to fill that spot. Not saying he's been bad. He's a solid quarterback, but I don't know if he's going to be, was going to turn out to be the Heisman Trophy winner. And then again, you look at Penn State last year, and we like to think of, well, they just reload the, no rebuilding, all of that. Tyler Warren was your passing game, and you lost him.
Yeah.
You lost the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. So all this talk, and it was the same thing with Texas. And we need to learn from this next offseason. And I need to speak up a little bit more, because anytime I'd say, well, Texas lost the Thorpe Award winner, isn't that going to matter? I'd hear, well, they just restocking there. They got so many talent. They got 2 of the top linebackers here, 3 of the top cornerbacks here.
Texas has nothing.
And it's not that but I'm not saying they're terrible. It's just we build these absolute monsters in the offseason of brands and expectations. And then when you go out there and actually have to play some football, you're brought back to reality again that for almost anybody. It's going to be pretty tough to go undefeated and not have any holes on your team. And then when those those teams don't live up to it, then we all want blood. Come out with the pitchforks.
Well, and the reason I said is because they bring Matt Rule name up into the Penn State discussion.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that serious yet. I think James Franklin has to go probably 76, Bach, or 75 for them to really think about firing him. Or I don't even know his buyout, but I can guarantee you Matt Rule's not going to be the front runner for that job. It's going to be quite a few other guys before they even come down to that decision.
Yeah, I mean that would be the opening of the offseason. So unless Matt Rule goes 11-1 or something here at Nebraska, he probably wouldn't be in a position to get that job once again because their biggest obstacle right now is to win those big games. Matt Rule, that's not his calling card. Not to say that he can't, but he hasn't. And so you're not going to kind of just say let's get rid of James Franklin and move. With all due respect, just because Matt Rule's still building on that. Kind of down in the pecking order of the Big Ten. Now, again, it's not just this overall record, thing. People are getting frustrated with in-game management. They're getting frustrated with clock management. So, there are certain things that you can kind of point to and say, could have done this better, could have done that better. And you just wonder at some point if all that Penn State noise is going to get to Franklin. For the past, 4 years, just about every week he's barking at some fan or media member at Penn State, so it does feel like maybe it'll get to a boiling point where Franklin eventually just says, you know what? I'm a winner. I can win. And I've done it my whole career. I can basically pick my job if I leave here.
Yeah, you're right about that, Bach. I'm just hearing all the jabber and all the stuff about, Penn State. Penn State, they got a decent team. We're going to see for ourselves when we go down there. I don't know the date on that, but I think it's right after the UCLA game.
That'd be November 22nd.
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. So 3 weeks after the November 1st game. I'm just saying, who is that? Red XL. Oh, okay. That's Johnny Courtney.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not worried about what Penn State does. We have to worry about what Nebraska does. Nebraska has to worry about what they gotta continue to do to make strides through the season. Yes, it's an easy schedule, Bach. Yes, I can say it's a cupcake schedule, but hey, you still have to play the games that you have to play. And going to Maryland a day early, I think will probably help this team, throw away that hour that they gained. It's not really a difference from playing from 2:30 to 3:30. It's just an hour, so it shouldn't be a big difference.
See, and I was wondering too if it's not just to do that, right? To kind of follow suit with a lot of what these teams are doing. Like you said, it's not that big of an hour difference, and whether you play again, the bigger difference is traveling from Los Angeles to Maryland.
Yeah.
And there's 3 hours, and it's kind of throwing your whole day off. 1 hour, it doesn't really matter if you play here in Lincoln at 3:30, 2:30, 4:30, 1:30. You should be ready at that time, so it shouldn't matter that much. I'm also thinking if it's a little bit of prep for next Friday's game, right? Kind of get you into that normal routine of being a week away from when you're going to do that. Won't quite do it, right? Because you're still playing a game a day later. But I think that the decision to leave today and get there early, probably not just a decision for Maryland, but also for the Minnesota game on next Friday coming up as well.
All right, we better have nobody in the Mall of America, Bach. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to hear anything about you going to get some Jordans or you was bored. You're here to play football. You get paid to play football.
You don't tell your stories about your road travels again?
No,
better not.
I got left in the movie theater. Bob, you like that part?
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I thought I wasn't gonna play the next day either. 93.7 The Ticket. Bock in the Black Shirt. We'll be right back.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Salt Mine City is your go-to brewery in the Haymarket for craft beers and great food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their Big Fatty 7-ounce hamburger or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. And don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 11 a.m. Friday through Sunday at 8th and R.
Are you ready to transform your body and your life in just 10 weeks? At Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, our kickboxing challenge combines heart-pumping cardio, strength training, and proven nutrition coaching to deliver real results. Lose fat, gain strength, and feel more confident than ever. Spots are limited. Don't wait. Join the next Farrell's 10-week challenge starting October 11th and take the first swing towards a healthier, stronger you. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, results, not excuses. Join today, fxblincoln.com. That's fxblincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day, and it will be breezy. The afternoon high around 79. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with a light breeze, a low around 60. Tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies and light winds. The afternoon high around 79. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
This fall, Baumgars has everything you need to get your farm ready for the season. Don't miss Fall Discount Day this Saturday, October 11th. For one day only, get 17% off regular priced items. That's right, 17% off. From the barn to the backyard, Baumgars has you covered for all your field, farm, and fall fix-ups. Some exclusions apply. See a store associate for details. Baumgars, what you need, when you need it.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Mike Smith, founder of The Bay. Join me every Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. for your weekly Disrupt, where me and local misfits will interrupt your drive time with this week's most interesting stories in sports, entrepreneurship, and culture. So tune in to your weekly Disrupt every Tuesday afternoon on 93.7 The Ticket, where disruption is just a phone call away.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
and electrical.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Smoky Gun Jerky Thursday here with Bock and the Blackshirt. We are powered
by
Bauer,
Infrastructure,
Bauer,
Underground,
Barrett,
Excavating.
All right, let's see what we got here. I want to read some texts right quick, Bock, before I start. 6482 says, do you think Dylan is more concerned about his completion percentages than he is throwing the ball away and moving the chains? Thoughts? I don't know. I really don't pay attention that much to Dylan when he plays the game. I just like to watch everybody. I like to see him throw and catch to the other receivers. He's having a okay season right now. He keeps going the way he is. He should set highs at Nebraska. What you think about that, Bob?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say so. I mean, I kind of get the question, maybe kind of taking in sacks. You kind of think about it, instead of throwing it away. I don't think that necessarily has been the problem. Sure, he could have thrown the ball away a few more times or found a spot to, but of course you got to be careful. And with his lack of mobility, to put it that way, we see throwaways all the time, but you got to get out of the pocket, right? Otherwise, it's going to be counted against you, and oftentimes it's not. We talked about it with Adam too. Is like, do you want to see him take more chances? Because we're all kind of trying to figure out different ways, right? For this offense to take that next step forward, for them to try to avoid, negative plays, getting sacks, stalling drives, all that. And they're gonna draw it up. They're gonna scheme it up. They're gonna try to figure out their own different adjustments this week. But I don't think it's anything on Dylan. Like, I think Dylan would rather have an incompletion and a 3rd and 5 than a 3rd and 16 and eat a sack. I mean, so I don't necessarily see that. There's not a play. Like, sometimes you could see it. Shedeur Sanders at times got criticized maybe for doing something along those lines, but for him it was more like he was willing to scramble no matter what. I mean, if there's 6 guys in front of him, he'll run back 40 yards. So that was kind of more his problem there. But I don't think there's any sort of like ego or selfish goals of Dylan along the way. He knows that Nebraska needs to win. His completion percentage is pretty darn good. So again, I understand the question. I don't think that's playing in.
Well, here's the thing also, Bob. Dylan has to get the ball way faster. You're going to start playing. These Big Ten games are going to get tighter and tighter. And it's going to come down to one possession where you need that score. You need this first down. And we can't afford to hold on to the ball. You got to throw it away. I mean, I'd rather have 3rd and 2 and then have 4th and 6, or 4th and 8. So he has to get the ball out of there. I'm not saying complete it or throw it away. Not, running is not his thing, but we have to do something where we don't get put in a situation where we go from 3rd and 4 to 4th and 13, and then it's over with because his inability to get the ball out of his hand real quickly like other quarterbacks do.
Yeah, I mean, and that might be an adjustment you try to make too, is maybe working on those finding outlets for incompletions, which is a weird thing to say. You're going to try to first and foremost complete it and get some yards. I get that. But as dire as the pressure has been on in a situation set up for Dylan, it might be worth going through that, which sometimes an incompletion is the right play. Sometimes there's nobody open. You don't want to lose any, you don't want to lose any yards. You don't want to get intentional grounding. So you kind of got to throw it maybe at the feet or in the direction, but, an uncatchable ball to one of your receivers. And that's why I say, I mean, I think on a lot of these, I'm going to start kind of watching and see how often there is a dump off route available, because I think that needs to be kind of in the back of his mind is even if it's an incompletion, where can I chuck this thing into the dirt and not take a negative play?
Yeah, you're right about that, Bob. Old Dad 34 said they're not Texas, they're a gag me you. That's a good one, old Dad. Getting a little X-rated with it though, but we read it. Johnny Cortland says Nebraska was close for more years than I can remember. 84, dropped a touchdown, and was that Miami? What game was that, Bob?
Yeah, well, the 83 Orange Bowl.
83
season, it might have been in
93 Orange Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Nebraska has been there. It's not like Coach Osborne. You can't say that James Franklin and Tom Osborne is alike. I mean, probably for 20 years, but James Franklin never made it to a national championship game. Tom Osborne had 2 cracks at it before he realized what he needed to do to win them. He knew the recipe to winning him after he played a Miami team, after he played a Florida State team. You have to change the defense up. Can't have those big burly linebackers anymore. You got to have guys with speed. Started with Ed Stewart, then you trickle down to me and Jamel. Then you go different from Tony Ortiz, and then you go from Eric Johnson. Them 2 smaller linebacker guys. So it's different things you have to do. You have to understand how to change your team if they're not playing right in certain situations. All right, Bill says, how about the story about why you had to run the stadium stairs after practice? I had to run them before practice, Bill, because I was late. I had to run them 16 days in the summer because I had a little altercation. And another time, I just ran them. I liked them, though. Put me in shape.
Now, I think if I know the story correctly, was Jay Foreman running some stairs with
Yeah, he was the corporate. Jay started that stuff that day. And I'm not going to tell the story, but Jay know what he did, man. He had me out there running and act like I was the gang leader of that. Just shame on you, Jay Foreman.
When I think that you might be sitting down with him a little bit later today, you guys maybe should start a show just called Stadium Stairs.
Yeah, whatever, Bob. Unmasked Texas says, I don't think our wide receivers are able to get open early in their routes, which is weird. A lot of teams, I mean, it could be the zone, until they break from their breaks and things like that. I think once they take their breaks, Dylan is doing a great job finding, especially Ja'Cory Barney. Nazir Hunter, he scored on, I think it was a wide receiver screen. So, I believe their short routes are great, but I think when it comes to trying to set up like a post or a long play, I think it's kind of suspect when we don't have that much time. Offensive line kind of not holding up. Different scenarios for that situation.
Well, that's what Dana Holgerson kind of talked about. He said didn't point the finger at the offensive line. At times it is the line. At times it's Dylan. At times the wide receivers. At times the play call. Right. At times it's just scheme. Sometimes those wide receivers aren't getting open, like you said. You're just running a post route and the defense has it, covered, or you're just kind of sitting in a zone there, then that's not even the receiver's fault for not getting open. That's just he's running the route that he's supposed to, and that's not drawn up to get an opening against that particular defense. So it's everything within that offense, which maybe can be good, can be seen as good, can be seen as bad. It's easier just to say, here's the one giant problem, let's fix it, right? But then, if it's a giant problem, is it going to be easily fixed? Now that you kind of accept that there are all a lot of different variables to this giant problem that you have, okay, then maybe you could take strides forward. Maybe one group can, this week, maybe it can be less on wide receivers not getting open, or, Dylan Raiola or the line or whatever it might be. So, there are a lot of different ways to look at it. One way or the other, it's a team effort, and I agree with what they say, and I like their approach to it, because it is not just pointing fingers and placing blame. It is understanding that each play is going to have a little bit of a different story to it. And the fault may be a little bit different for each, whatever factor that plays into that. But one way or the other, it is a problem. Nebraska has given up 12 sacks over the last 2 games. We talked about it. We've talked about it all week. We'll continue to talk about it. And I want to throw this out there to you, Terrell, because it was asked on the text line during the Adam Carricker show. What's even the over-under for sacks this week? If Nebraska, you want to improve, but they gave up 7 to Michigan. They gave up 5 to Michigan State, a team who hadn't had a sack against a Power 4 opponent before. Now Maryland comes in. They're one of the best sack teams in the nation. So, we were thinking, you're probably setting up five sacks. Yeah,
5.
That's a lot.
Man, it depends how they get pressure. If they read the instruction guide to the Michigan victory, they should be able to pressure Dillon without any problem. I played on the defense that Charlie McBride loved to blitz you. He loved the confusion. We did we did zone blitzes a lot. So it fools you a lot when you think 7 guys are coming in. Next thing you know, you see a big defensive tackle dropping in the middle. So, and then you got the fast guys who's coming on the blitz, and then you'll have no time to really look up. A lot of people ask the question, how long do it take for a quarterback to get pressure? You always start off with the 3-second rule. But I think a great defense, a good defense, Bock, a top 10 defense, they would get to you between 2.5 and 2 seconds. So, some good defenses are 3.5, but the great defenses, I think they are 2.5 to below. When you think about that part.
Well, you just kind of think of that in your head. Like, it is easy too. And I think oftentimes too, I think we also got to think about the quarterback's positioning as he's going through it, because sometimes we get upset about maybe missing a guy open out there.
Yeah.
But it can be difficult. You're going through your reads, right? And if you don't see it coming open, hopefully, with a quarterback, there's a lot of this is kind of the head game, and you're making your pre-snap reads and you're doing your adjustments there. So it's not completely, backyard football or something like that, where I'm just telling you can't scan the field. But, it can be difficult. And that's why you see them miss wide receivers, because they're going through the reads. Maybe they moved off it. Maybe they haven't got to that read quite yet. Whereas we sit out there and, on top of Memorial Stadium, you see the whole field, and you see a guy open. So, well, he's open. Don't throw it to him. And oftentimes they finally do, but it's when they get to that read. And like you said, it's basically, you got to make your reads quickly. You got to see if it's coming open, because the defense isn't giving you much time. Good defenses. And I think this is a pretty good defense in Maryland.
Yeah, I think it is too. We really, you really think this is going to be a blowout? Just pay attention to the game. I think Mike Lockley is going to try to win his team, try to win Maryland back over. You lost the locker room last year. You had a bad schedule. Maryland's not a good area. It's a good area to recruit, but do they have the money for it?
They often don't get those guys.
Yeah, because they go in other places, But I like this one by Rodney right here. Rodney says, have you seen the offense scheme things up for Heinrich to utilize his speed against slower defenders? I keep waiting to see him catch a pass to not run the defense because of his speed. Rodney, I don't think he got that speed anymore, Bock. Really, when he gained that weight for tight end, you lose some steps. I haven't seen that. Every time we see Heinrich do something, especially when I think they tried to put him in for that goal line play one time, stuffed. It's not really, I don't know how to get him involved in this offense when it's a spread offense like this.
Yeah, and he's done well enough. I think he's gotten better as the years gone on, especially about blocking, which was a major concern for him coming in. But he's not exactly a primary threat, or hasn't really been much of a threat in even the passing game. You try to run some different plays. So I know people want to see him get involved. You kind of talk about all offseason. You think of it, and he could do everything, on the field. I agree with you too, though. I don't know if he's lost it or what. It was always a little bit intriguing to me, because you'd always get the reports like he's one of the fastest guys on the team. And, sometimes we just talk about football speed, not that it's there. He's far away from like a Taylor Martinez or something, like elite speed that is definitely going to leave guys in the dust. He might be a little faster than some some linebackers and safeties out there. It just doesn't feel like he's got that extra step that's going to be like he's a home run threat or something.
Drew and Wahoo. I would like him to call in and explain that. Quit using Lindenmeyer. I think Lindenmeyer is great. I think he's a throwback type of tight end. You know, he's still trying to, you know, he wasn't a full-time starter last year, so he's coming into his own. How many catches did Lindenmeyer have, Bob?
I can look at them both up real quick. So Lindenmeyer is 17 for 166 and a touchdown.
He's number 50 right there. He's in my top 50. Somebody dropped the 51, Bob.
Harbert's got 6 catches for 38 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, 17 catches.
Yeah.
Whew. I know somebody got that. Oh, I'll leave that alone. All right. Drew says start using. Heinberg and Carter Nelson. Luke's hits his ceiling.
I think he looks pretty solid right now.
Still a lot of more football left to play, y'all. Don't do that. 93.7 The Ticket. Bock The Blackshirt. More college football news when we come back.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Salt Mine City is your go-to brewery in the Haymarket for craft beers and great food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their big fatty 7-ounce hamburger or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. And don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 11 a.m. Friday through Sunday at 8th and R. The temperature and leaves are falling daily, so that means it's time for a new pair of shoes for the fall season from Brown's Shoe Fit. Now through October 31st, take $15 off any regularly priced fall shoes and boots. Brands like Keen, Oboz, Echo, Taos, and Atrex all $15 off. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details. This is the sale you've all been waiting for, so get down to Brown's Shoe Fit on 66th and Q.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Get in and win
with Limitless Male Medical, the men's health experts. We are the proven leaders in testosterone and peptide therapy. Don't play around with a sub-shop franchise that just popped up. At Limitless Male, this is serious medicine. Full lab panels, real providers, years of experience focused only on men's health. Don't be fooled by crash course owners. Trust the team that knows hormones inside and out. Limitless Male Medical. Your health is not a game.
This is Rick Heyman with Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Sartor Heyman is celebrating 120 years, and you could win big. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for your chance to win a $120 gift certificate every week. That's right, we're giving away $120 every week as a thank you for being part of our story. Don't miss your chance to treat yourself. Follow Sartor Heyman Jewelers today. Celebrating 120 years. Sartor Heyman, when only the best will do.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Hey guys, it's Nick. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday night as we bring you Bellevue West versus Lincoln Southwest, live from Seacrest Field with kickoff scheduled for 7 p.m. Lincoln Southwest has won 2 games in a row thanks to a convincing 35-13 win versus Lincoln Northeast last week, and they now get ready to face off against the Thunderbirds. Pre-game is slated for 6:45 p.m. with kickoff expected at 7 p.m., and you can hear all the action between Bellevue West and Lincoln Southwest unfold right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. We are on from 1 to 3 in Lincoln every day, Monday through Friday, except Saturday and Sunday. Bill and Bennett says fish fry in Lincoln coming soon. But I know Terrell won't show up. Shoot, Bill, you can have it at my house. If that's the case.
He's got pictures of like 50 fish there.
I know. Let me see. He did go on that fishing trip. I think he went to Canada, but he's back now because he's been out for a couple of days. But I'll take you up on that, Bill. All right, Bock. Anything that you want to talk about before we get into it next talk?
Yeah, there's some interesting things I think are that could still be addressed from things going on here across college football. I did want to ask you: have you had a Runza sandwich, or have you had many Runza sandwiches? Do you enjoy Runza sandwiches?
Runza burgers are good. I don't like Runzas.
No,
I think that is. I don't like that them.
I was going to say Niles Paul, of course, former Husker tight end, grew up in Omaha, or at least went to high school in Omaha. I guess I don't know where he grew up. But he said, he tweeted out, I think it's time we had an honest conversation about how disgusting that Lil Runza sandwich is. So he tweeted that out. I always find it interesting, and Runza's not our sponsor. We'd more than welcome them. I personally love delicious Runzas. Other people's do not.
Double cheeseburgers. I love their double cheeseburgers.
I know people love their burgers.
Their burgers are great.
Yeah.
With the onion rings and the onion dip.
Rings?
Oh, no, just onion rings.
Just onion rings,
yeah, with the onion dip.
Yeah.
Now you're talking, Bock. You're talking my type of language when you talk food.
But I don't even know how to exactly say it, because when people come to town from out of town and they want to know, like, locally, like, there's some good places you can certainly point them to, but you almost feel like you have to tell them, it's like, hey, at least try a Runza. And I always kind of tell them, like, you need to somewhat find a way to not put the expectation too high, but also just hopefully enjoy it. Like I said, I love them, but I understand they're not everybody's taste, and they're not like.
Yeah, I don't
all
like
that
the little.
high quality,
I don't like
guess
the
I'd
little
say.
closed in. I know what you're talking about, the Runzas, the cheese and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
regular.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those. I mean, it's like a squishy little burger when you like. You ever had White Castle burgers?
I've never been to White Castle.
We call them Crystal Burgers downtown. I mean, they're called Crystal Burgers down south, but they're White Castle up north. And they're like little miniature burgers, but they're not closed off. You know, so you can buy White Castle burgers at Walmart, somewhere around here in Lincoln, Super Saver, one of those things. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of the Runzas.
Well, that's fair enough. I wonder what
Or
people
Amigos.
think. You're not a big Amigos
No,
fan.
I'm not a big. I used to be in college, but not really a Migos fan anymore.
Interesting stuff. Let us know on the text line what you think about some of the local favorites. Of course, Valentino's Pizza, another one, a staple of Nebraska football, at least in a partnership with the university and Valentino's. 402-464-5685. Kenny Will, high texting in. Yes, Runza burgers are fires. He said the fries are strong too. But again,
What did he put that on? YouTube?
No, he just texted me actually.
Oh, he's on your phone.
Yeah.
Well, won't he text in the show and say that? Kenny, you're hiding yourself. Runza burgers are not good. I mean, their burgers are good.
Yeah. And I've tried their. A lot of people too are kind of getting to the point of maybe you're just over the Runza, and now they sell all these different types of Runzas. They got like this. I don't even know what they call it. Maybe a Philly cheesesteak Runza or something like that. That's the one that I started got for the longest time. I'd say, know what? I'm gonna stick by Runza. I always like them. I don't have a problem with them now, but now that I tried one that's got put a little extra stuff on it. It depends on what they throw in there, but that Philly cheesesteak one is really good.
Yeah, I like this unmasked texter. He said, I'm not a fan of Amigos, but he said that he loves biscuits and gravy. Bob, I am a biscuit and gravy guy. I love them.
He says he's a biscuits and gravy snob. Yeah, I've had their biscuits and gravy. He's right.
I go to what's that place down there with the macaroni jalapeno mac and cheese? I told you about.
Yeah.
It opens late at Seaberry's.
Yeah, yes.
If you go to Seaberry's at night, I'm talking about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning on a Friday, Saturday, Bach, they would have chicken fried chicken, chicken fried steak, biscuits and gravy, eggs, sausage, foot-long corn dogs. You will be in heaven.
You can pick what you want from there.
Yeah. Bill says it's hard to beat these runs of Swiss mushroom burger.
Swiss mushroom, that's the one that I get. Yeah, that one's delicious.
Yeah, I love that burger. I love the double cheese, but I mean, I love big burgers. Now, you ever been to Hong Kong?
Oh, yeah, those are giant burgers.
Man, I tried to eat that whole thing, Bob. Couldn't do it.
Just the single burger or the triple burger?
No, the Hong Kong, the big burger.
The triple Kong?
Yeah, the triple Kong.
Oh, man.
The biggest one they got.
Yeah, there's no way you can get through
I
that.
tried it, Bach. I tried it, and I did not That was 6-7 years ago, and I would never eat that burger again.
So I got a friend that says he can do it. I told him I got to take him there and watch it to believe it for myself, because just one of those burgers is a lot. You get a triple Kong. First of all, I think they're like $25 or something.
Kenny said I probably put coleslaw on my burger. I was trying to tell I was trying to tell Kenny about, pulled pork and with the coleslaw. He said he never had coleslaw on the pulled pork.
Yeah.
He's
not a coleslaw fan.
Well, he's missing out on a lot, Bach. I mean, I don't King Kong, Hong Kong, King Kong, whatever Kong it is, but that Kong burger is big.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's too big to even think about right now.
He did say, he texted me too. Amigos crisp meat's very good.
Eric, my blood pressure is high. Believe that. I need to start working on it. I'm getting older, and I like sweets though, Bach. I could go buy whole pack of what they call the Twinkies.
Oh man, you do like sweets. You could eat a whole pack of Twinkies.
The lemon bandits.
Oh,
you ever seen those?
Oh yeah.
Bach, I found a whole box in Super Saver, ate it up, and ate all 8 of them. Eight Twinkies in one night. I had a sugar rush.
Oh my goodness, I bet you did.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Sometimes you just get your food war stories I think that's a good
Bones
content
said,
right there.
Bones said, since you're talking about food, Arby's makes a pretty good gyro. No, they don't. Olive Bobby's down the street. And the other one next to it. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
All
about.
right, 93.7 The Ticket. When we come back, it's time for Smoking Gun Jerky taste test when we come back here on Bock the Blackshirt.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Get in and win with Limitless Male Medical, the men's health experts. We are the proven leaders in testosterone and peptide therapy. Don't play around with a sub shop franchise that just popped up. At Limitless Male, this is serious medicine. Full lab panels, real providers, years of experience focused only on men's health. Don't be fooled by crash course owners. Trust the team that knows hormones inside and out. Limitless Male Medical. Your health is not a game.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
The temperature and leaves are falling daily, so that means it's time for a new pair of shoes for the fall season from Brown's Shoe Fit. Now through October 31st, take $15 off any regularly priced fall shoes and boots. Brands like Keen, Oboz, Echo, Taos, and Atrex all $15 off. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details. This is the sale you've all been waiting for, so get down to Brown's Shoe Fit on 66th and Q.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day, and it will be breezy. The afternoon high around 79. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with a light breeze, a low around 60. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies and light winds, an afternoon high around 79. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley. Terrell Farley. Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
You know, it probably took me 20 years to hear that part when Keith Jackson said that. I never heard it probably to about 20 years ago when I guess when YouTube probably came out.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you watch the regular mode. And I love me some Keith and Brett Musburger. They was probably two of the best college announcers there were.
So did you, back when you played, did somebody like record the game? Did you ever watch the TV copy?
Not really. No, we was too busy watching the end zone copies and the other copies. I mean, probably you hear it from people back home and things like that. Yeah. Welcome back to Bock the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska Thursday. It is the area's best choice for small batch gourmet jerky at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska. Everything they make is done entirely in the store. It's mass production, but carefully handcrafted every time. There are 2 places you can go, 443 North 48, or go online at smokingjerky.com. Use code word Farley or Bock to receive 10% off on your order. Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska, Nebraska's go-to store for beef jerky. All right, Bock, it's the tester. I'm just going to grab one, and I'll let you know which one it is. Let me see. Let's see which one. Oh, garlic parmesan.
Garlic parmesan.
Oh,
start with.
This might sound cheesy, but it's great. All right.
You can definitely smell it too. I was smelling the bags earlier, which is an odd thing to do, but I wanted to do it. But you can tell, yeah.
Oh yeah,
definitely get that garlic to it, and parmesan. Yeah, strong parmesan taste or garlic. Maybe I can't tell. Maybe I can't tell. They blend together from all the garlic on pizza.
That's a
really
good blend.
Yeah,
good blend.
Mm-hmm.
They make some really good jerky. All right, Bock.
Yeah.
Buttery Steakhouse beef jerky. Hold the butter, said no one ever. Now this piques my interest right here, Buck, because I want to see what the buttery tastes like.
Yeah, like I said again, take a whiff of it before you eat it, because you get the strong smell of the flavors.
Okay.
Hard to say. Can you taste butter? Oh yeah, I think yeah. Once it kind of salivates in your mouth a little bit,
I
your
taste the
saliva almost
I
tastes
taste
like butter.
the steakhouse too. Buttery
Steakhouse
steak.
portion
Yeah.
of it, yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Oh yeah.
All right.
This one, this one could be dangerous. I think I could eat a lot of this one.
Yeah. You can take it home with you.
I think I will.
All right.
Wicked Mary's particularly interesting to take a whiff.
Wicked Mary beef jerky. Bloody
it smells so
flavored. Bloody Mary flavored jerky. Never had that, Bock.
Have you had the Bloody Mary?
Yeah.
Yeah. Back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alcohol-free Bloody Marys now.
That's right.
Yeah.
It smells
Tomato
really
juice.
good, and it smells like tomato juice.
Ooh, yeah. I like that smell. Let's taste it.
Oh yeah, lives up to the smell.
Oh yeah. This might be my favorite one.
In
the taste.
Really
Tastes like
good.
a Bloody Mary.
Yeah. Actually, if you like Bloody Marys, you got to get this jerky. And I mean, that's the
Oh man, that is great.
It's really good.
That's probably the best one so far.
Mm.
Best one out of the last month we've been doing this. This Bloody Mary. Wicked Mary. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good job on this one.
Yeah. So I'm taking Buttery Steakhouse. You're taking Wicked Mary then.
Yeah. That's good. I like that.
Garlic Parmesan's still good too. If you like garlic Parmesan, and that's what I love about all these tastes that we do. It's not a reach on any of this. It's not like, well, yeah, I guess I can taste it. It's like it's a pretty big flavor along with the typical jerky flavor that you're gonna get. And as I always say, easy to chew through. I'm not like grinding my teeth to get through this turkey.
All right, Bock. Big game this weekend. Not Nebraska. This game has not begun the coverage as a Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, Georgia. This probably is the best game this year so far, Bock, and still there's no hype for this game. Indiana, Oregon, Bock, is this weekend. No hype for this game. Listen to this, Bock. Fernando Mendez, 1,208 passing yards, 16 TDs, 1 interception. Dante Moore, 1,210 yards passing, 14 TDs, 1 interception. Roman Hemby, 351 yards for Indiana. Keelan Black, 344 yards for Indiana. Jaden Lamar, 230 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns for Indiana. D. Hill Jr., 270 yards rushing, 2 TDs for Indiana. When you go to receivers, Decorian Moore, 19 catches, 278 yards, 2 touchdowns. Malik Benson, 16 catches, 212 yards, 2 TDs for Oregon. Elijah Scarrott, 31 catches, 412 yards, 6 TDs. Omar Cooper Jr., 22 catches, 408 yards, 6 TDs for Indiana. Bob, high-powered offense is what we're talking about when we talk about these two teams playing this week. And guess what? No such hype about it. Is it because we're in the Big Ten or is not SEC worthy?
I mean, maybe that's part of it. It's interesting. We will have College Game Day go there. It is a CBS broadcast, so maybe sometimes, if it's one network working to boost their own ratings, they might get behind it a little bit more. So maybe that's why you're not quite seeing that maybe as high or as boosted up as some of those SEC games. And if we're honest, Indiana, Oregon, these aren't typical powerhouse brand names. Now, Oregon obviously has somewhat become that over the last 20 years, but still, Austin Stadium, I think fits like 50,000 people in it, whatever it is. So it's a little bit.
Who was the Big Ten Coach of the Year last year?
I would think Kurt Signetti.
Give it to him again, Bob.
Yeah.
You don't do things like this. Bob, when I tell you about stats, Oregon, 47 points per game, 264 passing yards a game, 239 rushing yards a game, 500 total yards a game. Indiana, 47 points a game, 270 passing yards a game, 267 rushing a game, 538, Bob, offensive yards average a game. Dan Landon, 40-6 as a head coach. Kirk Signetti, a little different, 135-37 coaching record. Bob, what's their defense look like?
Oh, their defenses are just as good. Oregon's got the 7th ranked total defense in the nation, tied for 6th in scoring defense. Indiana, as I always say, people get so excited and excitable about Indiana's rise on offense. It's the defense too. I mean, it's both ways in that program. 5th right now in total defense, 3rd in scoring defense for the Hoosiers. So it's a complete football game. It's very important in the Big Ten race. I mean, if Indiana wins it, my goodness, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Kirk Signetti for mayor.
Yeah,
president.
For anything. I mean, yeah. I just don't. I don't even. Like I said, the Signetti mayhem already is crazy. And again, the fact that it's out there is just hurting all these other coaches in their arguments about why they can't get their program up and running. If he beats Oregon, my goodness. The other interesting thing about this, as we start to see, the mock drafts start to kind of come into play. You're about, getting closer to the midpoint of the season. You're going to start to see more of those mock drafts, and an idea of a realistic mock draft, right? Is that I saw one recently here that had Fernando Mendoza going 4th and Dante Moore going 5th. So, there's still a lot of play to be had, and we'll have to see how it all plays out. But this could be a battle of first-round quarterbacks as well.
Yeah, you're right, Bob. No hype whatsoever. I think this is the biggest game of the season so far in college football. It's going to be better than Florida State, Miami. It's going to be better than Georgia, Alabama. It's going to be better than Ohio State, Texas. This game right here would set Kurt Signetti off if they win this game.
Yeah, and then you're already kind of schedule watching for Indiana, by the way, which is weird to say, but there's the opportunities there. This is the only ranked team they have left on their schedule. Now, of course, Penn State, just outside the rankings, probably going to be a top 25 team by the time the season ends. We'll see, right? That loss to UCLA, they've got to get over that. They still have UCLA on the schedule, but that's what I'm saying is look out. If they beat Oregon, they don't have Ohio State on the schedule. There's no USC. There's no Michigan. So if Indiana wins this week, they might go undefeated. They've got Michigan State, UCLA at home in the coming weeks after this, at Maryland, at Penn State, Wisconsin, and at Purdue. So not the easiest of runs, but not the hardest either. You think of those teams, maybe Michigan State might fight for a bowl, might get there. Maryland probably going to make a bowl game. That's probably about it outside of Penn State. So if they beat Oregon outside of an upset, that matchup with Penn State would be the only thing that would keep them from going undefeated, which again is why I say Kurt Signetti is going to have the world in his hands if he gets this win this week.
Yeah, I got this off a guy from X, Bach, and this is a scenario, a chaos scenario, probably that's still alive. Listen to this, Bach. Indiana, 11-1, lose to Penn State. Nebraska, 11-1, loses to Michigan. Ohio State, 11-1, loses to Michigan. Michigan, 10-2, loses to USC and Oklahoma. Oregon, 11-1, loses to Indiana. Who gets left out the playoffs, Bach, on this one?
Boy, that's a lot of teams. I don't know if anybody gets left out.
That's 6 teams, Bach.
Well, it might be harder. I mean, the SEC is probably going to get 6 teams in outside of this crazy scenario. So I don't know if anybody gets left out, but for the sake of doing it, and kind of thinking through it, you got to wonder. Like you said, Michigan, would it come down to losses again? The fact that they would have 2 losses in that scenario?
I don't know, Bach. They have to go by strength of schedule, too. And I think Michigan outdoes Nebraska when it comes to strength of schedule. They got Oklahoma. They got, you know what I'm saying? They got Ohio State. They have USC this week, probably in a couple of more teams. I don't see Oregon being left out. I don't see Indiana getting left out. I don't see Ohio State getting left out. So it's between Nebraska and Michigan, Bach. But when you go head to head, that's a hard one to discuss right there, Bach.
Yeah, and in the scenario, Penn State's not necessarily in the equation. So if you're thinking for what would be Nebraska's big win that they would have, again, in this scenario, Can Cincinnati go 11-1 too? I mean, I don't know. It's tough. Again, I don't necessarily think this would happen or is going to happen. And if it did, I don't know. It'd be tough to keep any of those teams out.
Yeah.
I think you'd have a hard time keeping any 11-1 Big Ten team out regardless. That's why I say you might, even head to head, you might have to eliminate Michigan there.
Yeah. I don't know, Bob. I don't know. Just by strength of schedule, that has to be.
Might come back and bite Nebraska, but you know what? I'll take that. If we're worried about strength of schedule at 11-1, fair enough. I'll just take the 11.
Oh, that's a funny one. All right, Bob. The University of North Texas will have the school's first ever sellout at their stadium when they play South Florida this weekend. The winner, Bob, could be the P5 playoff team this year.
That's a big one there in the group of 5. I know there's another game too, and obviously shout out to we're so used to sellouts, but that's very cool for that school to rise up to that level. There's another one tonight that I thought was going to be interesting in that group of 5 discussion. I think Tulane is playing.
What about Memphis? Are they a group of 5?
Yeah.
Memphis might have the upper hand on everybody right now.
Well, that's what I was kind of getting to. So Tulane plays Eastern Carolina. Tulane's 4-1, and they might be in that group of 5 discussion. Carolina's probably East Carolina. That is probably their biggest or best opponent they have left on the schedule, other than the November 7th matchup at Memphis. So I think right now, if you did it today, Memphis would be the group of 5 team in. But it's getting interesting out there.
Yeah. I would love to see this play out the way it could, Bach. It's going to play out. This is probably going to be one of the best college football seasons. I think last year was the icing on the cake when you have this format is going to change this year. It makes it a lot better for every team. And I think it makes it better for college football.
Yeah, I think. They've got it ironed out a little bit more. We'll see. I mean, you think that every time you make the adjustments, then you go into the next year and you see what was wrong with your format at that point. So there might be some things that pop up once again, but right now, it definitely feels like an exciting time for a big playoff. And again, I don't know. It's never necessarily my favorite route to go. I'm old school traditionalist. I kind of like the BCS system, to be honest, despite all the problems that you had there, just because that made the regular season matter a little bit more. But the regular season's still fun. And, with this time of NIL and all that stuff, it just feels like there's more parity in the sport. And a playoff is better for more parity.
I'd say you have to do it. I think 16 teams are even, Bach. I mean, nobody gets a bye. Let them play it out, and let's see how it goes. I think 16 teams is a perfect for the college football playoffs.
I wouldn't mind that, considering what we
nobody gets a bye, Bach. Nobody.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to break, and when we come back, more football. Nebraska College. 93.7 The Ticket. Bock The Blackshirt. We'll be right back.
Do you have a new lotto game called Nebraska Pick 4?
Yes, sir. It costs just $1 to play. There's a $6,000 top prize with drawings every day, and you can choose from 6 different bet types.
Kind of like Nebraska Pick 3 with a bigger jackpot and more bet options?
Yes, sir. Any other questions I can answer?
Yeah, I misplaced my phone. Do you know where it is?
You're using it.
Ah, so I am. You lottery people know everything.
Straight bet top prize odds 1 in 10,000.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
This just in, hot off the bench press. Planet Fitness has expanded strength equipment. We're raising the bar with these benches, and our hack squat will have you actually looking forward to leg day. Plus, we're still repping all the best-in-class equipment we've always had. There's no better time to get stronger. Join the club today for $1 down, $15 a month, now through October 10th. Planet Fitness is proud to partner with Boys and Girls Clubs of America to create stronger, kinder communities. See Home Club for details.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
I can't believe I just scratched that card. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in season? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Koppel Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Koppel is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Koppel Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at koppelcars.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
This fall, Baumgars has everything you need to get your farm ready for the season. Don't miss Fall Discount Day this Saturday, October 11th, for one day only. Get 17% off regular priced items. That's right, 17% off. From the barn to the backyard, Baumgars has you covered for all your field, farm, and fall fix-ups. Some exclusions apply. See a store associate for details. Baumgars, what you need, when you need it.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. Bock, Stanford football got $50 million from a former player, biggest individual gift in football program history. Bradford M. Freeman played for Stanford back in the 60s.
Oh, wow.
His last year was 64. 50 mil. That's a lot of moolah.
That is a lot of moolah. That would that definitely help. That's a program that needs it, though. I mean, they got
all the football, though. They don't have to split it with anybody.
Yeah.
This is a football donation. So it will help upgrade their program and help them out on NIL.
Well, again, remember, they've got like an interim coach this year. Things aren't going well there. Andrew Luck's their GM. So, yeah, I mean, they're going to that's definitely going to help. Certainly feels like a team that needs it. Again, playing in the ACC from the West Coast. Very interesting times of college football. But Stanford's a team you don't even think about right now when you kind of think about college football. I think I watched their opening game. I have to go back and look. I think it was Hawaii. And they should have won that game and just let it get away from them. So we'll see. But, those big donations, I think we're going to start seeing more of those, into football specific to get these teams rolling. I mean, it's a wild NIL era. I think we've been part of it, so we don't necessarily think of how wild it is. But the whole Bryce Underwood thing in the Michigan, he was probably not going to Michigan without money, the money situation that arose there. And now you kind of look at it, and that's where you've got to find a way to get the money from the big donors. I was looking at Maryland. I often look at kind of former alumni that went there that maybe they could help out. Maryland's got Sergey Brin was the co-founder of Google. And when I was looking into him, I learned about a thing called a centibillionaire, which is an individual whose net worth is worth at least $100 billion. So I don't know. Maybe it's similar to Nebraska and the Warren Buffett riddle that Nebraska has not been able to solve as far as getting donations from him. I don't know if they get anything from Sergey Brin, but he certainly has more than enough wealth around him. So we'll see. And it sometimes could be from surprising programs. I don't think anybody thought Texas Tech was going to be the winner of the NIL era. They look by far the best team in the Big 12 so far from what they've been able to do with that. So maybe here in a few years, maybe next year, we don't know how quick these things can work. Maybe Stanford will be right back into being, kind of back to the Harbaugh, David Shaw years.
All right, Bock. Indiana, Illinois, and Missouri all entered the season on the outside looking in when we talk about college football playoffs. Now each school will play a top 10 team this weekend and could shake things up a little bit more for the college football. Let's take these chances to make the playoffs if they win. Let's say this, Bock. Indiana, here's their preseason. They had 11% chance to make the playoffs. Currently, 72%. If they win at Oregon, it goes up to 91% chance to make the playoffs.
Oh, my.
Missouri, preseason, 11% chance to make the playoffs. Currently, 35% chance right now. If they win at Alabama, it goes up to a 54% chance of making the playoffs. Illinois, 3% preseason. Currently 20%. If they win at Ohio State, they go to 46% chance of making the college football playoffs. You know what Nebraska chances are right now?
No.
9.3% chances to make the college football playoffs.
Fair enough. I mean, they've got some work to do to kind of build that up. But yeah, I mean, these teams have already kind of done that, right? I mean, it's interesting because those teams have had success in recent years. You can kind of point to each one of them. Illinois, obviously, last year finishing in the top 25. Indiana in the playoffs last year. It was 2 years ago now for Missouri to have that kind of big rise. Remember, they beat Ohio State in that bowl game. So, I mean, they've all been competitive. They've all been close, if not already in the playoffs in Indiana's example. So maybe there is a little bit more faith, especially if they can win some of those big games to get in there. Nebraska's obviously going to have to do it a different route. They're going to have to, that percentage, if you're looking at it from that angle, might not go up to 50 or 70% if you win this week in College Park, Maryland. But it'll steadily rise week to week the closer you get there. And again, I think it's going to be hard. We talked about it earlier about a certain scenario playing out where all these teams are 11-1. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think just in general, it's going to be hard to keep a 10-2 Big Ten team out of the playoffs. So Nebraska with their schedule, maybe. I mean, you could see it possibly playing out that way, but I would highly doubt it. So that's what I'm looking at. If I'm a Nebraska fan or on the team, is angle away to get to 10-2.
Yeah. All right, Bock. Former Nebraska player Chubba Purdy.
Yeesh.
He's at Nevada Wolfpack.
Yeah, he is.
You seen his stats?
I have glanced. Yes.
494 yards, 8 INTs, 1 touchdown.
Yeesh.
18.7 QBR. It's 136 in college football, Bob.
Yeah, and
who recruited him?
Oh man. So his most recent outing, unfortunately, against Fresno State, he was 0 for 4 with two interceptions. Obviously 0 yards. That's pretty rough. Yeah, it did not work out, and it actually is a good excuse and a reason for me to look back at that last Maryland game, because sometimes you forget how bad it was for Nebraska and their turnover issues. That Maryland game was the biggest thing. They were trying to figure out, could Jeff Sims kind of overtake, be the answer for kind of these problems. We saw Heinrich Harburg's season maybe stall off a little bit. The injuries, if you remember, kind of limited what he could do. So I think Heinrich Harburg started that game, went 1 for 5 for 0 yards and an interception. Jeff Sims came in and went 8 for 13 for 62 yards and 2 interceptions. And Chubba Purdy was 1 for 3 with 24 yards and the game-sealing interception, if you remember that. That is that's not good. And somehow Nebraska, with all those numbers, 4 interceptions, 10 completions out of 18, not even 100 yards, only lost that game by 3. Obviously, these are different programs, but that was Maryland last year was not better. They were worse. So that was a good Maryland teams a couple of years ago, if you remember, with the kind of baby Tua. So I don't know. Take that for what you will. It really probably doesn't have a whole lot to do with this week's game, but it does remind you of just how desperate Nebraska got at quarterback there toward the end of that season in the first year under Matt Rule. Obviously, the Jeff Sims experiment went way awry, and doesn't look like this Chubba Purdy experiment here at Nebraska long over. But just in general, as far as D1,
his brother's hurt still, ain't he?
Not working. Brock Purdy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's sitting out still in the 49ers. Obviously, he's a great success story.
Yeah, great. Mr. What they call it, the last pick of the draft.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Irrelevant, yeah. Saquon Barkley is averaging 53.4 rushing yards a game, Bach, through 5 weeks. At that pace, he'll finish with 908 yards this season, down from the 2,005 yards he did last year. What's going on in Philly, man?
Well, it's hard to say, but part of it is you just got to give him the ball. I mean, I think that's part of the problem. Their last game against Denver, 6 carries and 3 receptions, but you're talking under 10 touches in a game you lose by 4, and specifically just 6 rushes for 30 yards. I mean, he's getting 5 yards a carry, along as 17, so definitely just kind of had a breakout run there, but you didn't really give him too much attempts. Now, that's not been necessarily the case thus far, because he has been getting the touches, but there's something not quite working out so well there. He, like I said, has been getting the touches, but he's averaging 3.2 yards per carry. That's just not very good, as opposed to last year. He's jumping over people backwards. You remember that? But it was averaging 5.8 yards per carry. That's a big difference.
All right, Buck. Who was worse, Bill Belichick at North Carolina or Urban Meyer at Jacksonville?
Boy, That's tough to say. And again, there was reports last night. There's more and more reports the last couple of days of dysfunction with Bill Belichick, to the point that North Carolina released a statement that said they're standing behind him. Their athletic director and Bill Belichick co-released a statement there. But I was saying it just the other day. Is like, man, it's a tough season. They're probably going to stick through year one, but it is. I think that Jordan Hudson, the girlfriend, preferential treatment, all that sort of stuff. It's not just your normal year one. Maybe culture's not quite fitting in, and they got to kind of rebuild it. It's kind of a circus, kind of a sideshow out there right now.
Yeah, that's just like saying Matt Rule's wife running all the way around the field, just acting crazy. See, that's the part I don't understand is why are y'all allowing him to have his girlfriend at practice on the sideline during the games? It's just like she'll walk in the middle of a huddle, Bock, and start talking probably. She has too much good treatment over there.
Yeah, it's weird. And there's been talk. There's reports that Belichick and North Carolina were engaged in negotiations to lower his buyout after a bad start to the year. But again, the school released a joint statements Wednesday night countering those claims. So you never know. I mean, it's tough to tell. Are those conversations happening? Certainly could be. Statements from the athletic director aren't always great signs, even for their head coach, right? It means it's getting to a point where it's pretty rough. But athletic director Bubba Cunningham did add that Belichick had the full support of North Carolina administration. And Belichick said in a statement, "I'm fully committed to North Carolina football and the program we're building here." If you haven't followed along, they're 2-3 to start, but they lost all 3 of their games against Power 4 teams by a combined score of 120-33. Just hasn't been the year that they were expecting it to. And it was crazy. If you remember that first game, they waited for Monday night against TCU of opening weekend, and the first drive was good, and Chapel Hill was already about to explode of excitement. And now you let the rest of the season play out to this point, and they're about to blow it up for a different reason.
Your Gap Band, they dropped the bomb on them.
That's right.
All right, Bock, let's go to break. And when we come back, we'll close the show out with the last segment coming up on Bock the Blackshirt, 93.7 The Ticket.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Join LES at 6 p.m. Thursday, October 9th at the LES Operations Center to learn about the utilities' proposed 2026 budget and electric rates, and share your input at the annual public meeting. Learn more at les.com.
This just in.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
This just in. Hot off the bench press. Planet Fitness has expanded strength equipment. We're raising the bar with these benches, and our hack squat will have you actually looking forward to leg day. Plus, we're still repping all the best-in-class equipment we've always had. There's no better time to get stronger. Join the club today for $1 down, $15 a month, now through October 10th. Planet Fitness is proud to partner with Boys and Girls Clubs of America to create stronger, kinder communities. See Home Club for details.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Copple Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Copple is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Copple Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at copplecars.com.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schwizow.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Comfort food, but make it vegan. At Rutabagas, they're serving all your crave-worthy classics. Mac and cheese, loaded nachos, Philly cheesesteaks, all 100% plant-powered and 100% delicious. Catch them at their cozy spot at 70th and Vine, or find their food truck rolling through the streets of Lincoln. So whether you're vegan, veg curious, or just hungry for comfort food with a twist, Rutabagas has a plate waiting for you. Find them on Instagram for their food truck location and specials. Rutabagas, where comfort meets compassion.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right, most recommended Eustace Body Shop.
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left it once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years. Hey guys, it's Nick. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday night as we bring you Bellevue West versus Lincoln Southwest, live from Seacrest Field with kickoff scheduled for 7 p.m. Lincoln Southwest has won 2 games in a row thanks to a convincing 35-13 win versus Lincoln Northeast last week, and they now get ready to face off against the Thunderbirds. Pre-game is slated for 6:45 p.m. with kickoff expected at 7 p.m., and you can hear all the action between Bellevue West and Lincoln Southwest unfold right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt, 93.7 The Ticket. I can't believe I let Jay talk me into doing an hour of the next show.
That's right. You'll be on old school currently.
Call of Duty new map comes out today,
I
Bob.
know.
And I'm so anxious. I just want the thing to say 3 o'clock and I just get on my scooter and go home, but that's not going to happen today. But guess what? I will be playing it around 4:30.
Eric, you're gonna play. So the new map is you usually play what, fours?
Yeah, I play quads.
Yeah, quads. So
yeah.
So,
So,
you've given out your gamer tag before, but maybe somebody get on there.
sometimes I might go solo,
Yeah,
but
for
I'd
a new map.
Yeah, huh?
For a new map,
No, sometimes I like to play by myself. I just
Yeah.
go somewhere and snipe, be a sniper.
Yeah.
You know how they say you're hide and see. So
Yeah.
it's called the new war zone is Havens Hollow. Yes.
Now, in that, do they? I'm trying to think through my different games. Is that do they have like an enclosing circle on the map too, or is that just you play till there's one guy left,
You play to the end.
regardless?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's fun.
But you get one life.
Oh yeah. No, you get if you get shot and get down, somebody can revive you.
Oh, okay.
You can always buy somebody back until the final circle. And then sometimes you can run right to the buy station and it closes soon you get in front of it. But it closes down and it's fun to me, man. I'm just, for me it's my hobby. You know, I'm getting older, you know, stop drinking. You know, video games are what I like. I mean, my significant other one might get mad and say, hey, what 50-year-old guy plays with me? I'm that 50-year-old guy that plays video games.
That's right.
It's boring. I'm not the only one. It's plenty of guys I see on TikTok and everything that they probably quit their jobs to be streamers
Yeah.
because they make a lot of money. I'm not a streamer. I'm just a player.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between me because I don't go online and talk and try to get gifts and all that. That's not me. I'm just straight bang, bang, shoot them. That's it. Yeah. And yeah, Mon
Talk
Green.
some trash, get
Yeah,
fans, all that.
in the Mon Green, we talked during the 95 reunion. And I told him, Mon Green, I said, Amon, you're not on my level. You know, go back to what's that other one called with the little kids? Fortnite.
Yeah,
I said,
Fortnite.
you need to go to Fortnite, get your game right, and then come back and talk to me.
Yeah.
Because right now you're not it. You're not it. You're not that guy. You're not that guy you say you are.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, you guys haven't played Call of Duty together yet.
I have played Call of Duty. He was on my team one time.
Okay, yeah.
And-
This is how you know.
Yeah, I know because I played against him. I mean, I played with him on my team, and it's like every 5 minutes, help, I'm down, I'm down. And I look up, and he weighed on the other side of the map. You're going to have to die and come back.
We do have a question from an unmasked texter. Did you ever play 007 GoldenEye back in the
Oh, yeah, I
wars?
did. That was one of the fun. That was one of the best games.
Yeah. Back then we thought those are great graphics.
That and Commando.
Oh yeah, Commando.
Contra. Up, down, left, right, A, B, start. Give you 99 guys, Bob. I'm waiting on you know the best one I'm waiting on though. Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. I mean, haven't they been
They've been hyping
for
it
years?
up. I think it comes out in 26. So it's coming out the beginning of this year. So it should be a fun game to play. My daughter's waiting on it. She really loves gaming, but she can't play Call of Duty with us.
Why not? You just can't keep up?
Huh?
Just can't keep up?
Yeah. Corey says, Terrell, are you saying I might see you zipping around town on a scooter sometimes? Hey, I ride my scooter to work every day for the last 2 months. Just because weather's right now. Weather's good. I don't have no reason to drive my car. I drive my car when I get home.
Yeah.
Well, I drive to work. This is leisure work, so I can ride my scooter down here. Go ahead.
I do. I got a question for you here as trying to go through the text and make sure everybody's got everything they wanted in there. It's just, we've been talking about college football this weekend. It's interesting. Wisconsin and Iowa are playing, and generally, that's a bigger game on our radar, Big Ten West days, right? But now with Wisconsin not being very good, there's not a whole lot of interest in this. But I have found interest in the story so far is that Wisconsin throughout spring practice was doing 42 push-ups after every practice. And that was because they gave up 42 points to Iowa last season. So Iowa has a 3-game streak in the series. They're favored by 3.5 at Wisconsin this week. And Wisconsin's going to have to put some points up on the board. Outside of a 42-point output against Middle Tennessee State, their other 4 games, they've averaged under 13 points per game against Miami of Ohio, Alabama, Maryland, and Michigan. But, so I guess I just kind of have an interesting feeling or thoughts about it, is because Wisconsin had all this Iowa game circled, clearly. I mean, they were doing 42 push-ups. They hate Iowa. I mean, that's all kind of coming along. But now their season's already a little bit lost. I mean, their quarterback, do you think that motivation from the spring to do those push-ups after every spring practice, maybe bring it back for this week? Do you think that that's going to be enough motivation, going to be still be able to use for Wisconsin? Or do you think now that they've lost several games that maybe that they've kind of already went through all that?
I wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah. 42 push-ups after every practice. That's
that's like running gaskets. What's the day?
Yeah.
Is the day the 9th?
Today's the 9th.
Yes, it did come out, Buck. It did.
I thought you were downloading it.
It was.
Yeah.
So I guess it's like Pacific time, 9 a.m.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
So it should be, you should be able to play with it.
Oh, yeah. I know. It was downloaded when I left. I'm ready. I'm in that mode.
Well, yeah, I hope you do well, because you were very excited for college football for a long time, and you didn't always get the wins there.
I haven't played that game since. Waste of $50-some. Anybody want to buy it, I can send it to you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, 93.7 the ticket.
Hey, a Terrell Farley used copy of a college football game.
I'll sign the copy for you.
Yeah, I think that'll be. You can probably sell that pretty well.
93.7 the ticket. Bock the Blackshirt. We'll see you tomorrow. Good Sense Friday here at 93.7 the ticket. We'll be on from 1 to 3. Then pregame Saturday starts at 12 o'clock. 93.7 the ticket. Bock the Blackshirt. We out.
Advanced Medical Imaging is hosting their 3rd annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk on October 11th at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. Hear inspiring stories from survivors, enjoy local food truck vendors, a live DJ, and other family-friendly activities as we unite to bring awareness about breast cancer. Check-in begins at 8:30 a.m. with the walk starting at 9. Register your team today for Advanced Medical Imaging's 3rd annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk online at amimaging.com. Let's walk for those we've lost, for those still fighting, and for a future without breast cancer.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left at once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full.